What if I told you that for a lot of families, having two incomes has secretly become a trap? You're working harder than ever. You and your partner are both successful. Maybe you're even in the top 25% of earners, and yet you feel like you're just treading water. If you've ever had the thought, we make way too much money to feel this broke, you're not going crazy. You're just seeing the trap for the first time. What if one salary was all you needed to live comfortably, and the other became pure rocket fuel for building your financial empire? It's not a fantasy, it's a strategy. In this video, we're going to break down the one-income foundation that smart families are using to escape the rat race, kill their financial anxiety, and build real lasting wealth. This is the exit plan you've been looking for. Let's talk about the story our generation was sold. The logic sounds flawless. If a single-income family could make it a generation ago, then a dual-income family today should be thriving with extra cash to spare. But for millions of people, that's not reality. The reality is something called the two-income trap. Even though modern two-income families often earn far more than their parents did, many have less money left over at the end of the month. They feel more financially fragile, not more secure. The reason is the silent expansion of fixed costs. That second income, which was supposed to help you get ahead, quietly became the price of admission to a middle-class life. Mortgage, car payments, taxes, childcare, and insurance grew to absorb it. These aren't small splurges. They're immovable pillars of your budget. Instead of buying homes they could afford on one income, couples now stretch for bigger houses because two incomes are available. Everyone does it at the same time. Prices rise, and suddenly the mortgage depends on two paychecks showing up every month. Add childcare costs that rival a second mortgage, the expense of a second car, professional wardrobes, commuting, and convenience spending, and the second paycheck disappears before it ever becomes savings or investments. You're not reckless. The system is designed this way. The second income isn't helping you get ahead, it's just helping you keep up. That's where things become dangerous. When your entire lifestyle depends on two uninterrupted incomes, you're walking a financial tightrope. Lose one paycheck, and the whole structure starts to wobble. In the past, single-income households had a built-in shock absorber. If the breadwinner lost a job or got sick, the other partner could step into the workforce. If a child or parent needed care, someone was available without destroying the household income. In a two-income trap household, that buffer is gone. You don't have two incomes, you have two obligations. A single job loss doesn't reduce your income slightly. It can trigger a complete financial collapse. The bills don't shrink just because the paycheck does. Job loss, medical issues, divorce, and even the birth of a child are among the most common causes of financial crisis. When you're already stretched to the limit, one unexpected event is all it takes to knock everything over. That constant pressure creates anxiety. It limits your choices. You can't take career risks, start a business, or step away to recover from burnout because the financial machine has to be fed every single month. This isn't just about money. It's about freedom. And that's exactly what the two-income trap steals from you. Now for the good news. There is a way out. It's called the one-income foundation. The idea is simple but powerful. You intentionally design your life so that all essential living expenses are covered by just one income. The second income is completely freed up. It's no longer for bills or groceries. It becomes pure fuel for building wealth. This isn't about deprivation. It's about control. You stop asking, how much can we afford? And start asking, how secure can we make this? Living on one income rebuilds a safety net stronger and more flexible than anything most families have today. The freedom this creates is immediate. One partner can change careers, go back to school, or start a business. A layoff becomes an inconvenience instead of a disaster. The core bills are still paid. You have breathing room. Both partners can still work and grow their careers. This isn't about one person carrying the load. It's about giving each dollar a job. One income runs the household. The other builds the future. That separation kills lifestyle creep and turns raises into freedom instead of bigger bills. So how do you do this? First, you define your foundation. You create a one-income budget that includes only essential expenses. This requires a brutally honest look at your finances and a clear distinction between needs and wants. Your essentials include housing, utilities, transportation, groceries, insurance, basic household supplies, and minimum debt payments. That's it. No subscriptions you don't need. No dining out. No impulse spending. The goal is to make those essentials fit within the take-home pay of one salary. Ideally, the lower one. If they don't, that's not failure. It's information. If your essentials are too high, the mission becomes lowering fixed costs, downsizing your home, selling a second car, refinancing debt. These are big moves, but they're the moves that actually change your financial trajectory. This isn't about saving pennies. It's about restructuring your life to support long-term freedom. Once one income covers the basics, the second income becomes your wealth engine. First, you build a fully funded emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. This money is not an investment. It's insurance. Every dollar of the second income goes here until it's complete. Next, you eliminate high-interest debt aggressively. Credit cards and personal loans drain your future. Paying them off buys back freedom and momentum. Finally, you invest. Max out retirement accounts. Build a brokerage portfolio. Save for rental property. Fund a business. This is where compounding starts to work for you instead of against you. One income funds today. The other builds tomorrow. None of this works without communication. You and your partner need regular money check-ins. Treat your household like a business with 2 CEOs. Review the budget. Track progress. Plan ahead. Revisit why you're doing this. It's also important to build in guilt-free personal spending so no one feels controlled or resentful. Small systems like this keep the plan sustainable. The math is simple. The mindset is the hard part. You'll have to resist lifestyle inflation. You'll have to ignore social comparison. Friends may look richer today. You're building something stronger for tomorrow. Wealth is built slowly, consistently, and patiently. The power of this strategy shows up over years, not weeks. But if you stay the course, the results are life-changing. This isn't just a budgeting trick. It's a paradigm shift. If you're tired of running in place and ready for more security and freedom, start with one step. Sit down with your partner. Calculate your essential expenses. Compare them to one income. That number matters more than you think. Real security doesn't come from how much you earn. It comes from how little you need. The one income foundation creates that gap. One income funds your life. The other funds your dreams. Stop treading water. Start building your empire.